Yeah, I had a problem at work. I was suspended in January 2021, and I went through 11 months of stress. I went through an investigation. It was escalated to a disciplinary.
Sorry, do you mean you were on suspension for 11 months?
Yes.
Yes. Goodness, that's almost unheard of. There are only 3 possible professions you could be working in. I'm going to guess. You're either in the financial sector, a teacher, or you work for a local authority.
That's right, sir, the last one.
Yeah, OK, carry on. It's only local authorities who are so rubbish they take 11 months to do these things.
Well, it was 11 and a half months, and I went through a disciplinary as well.
Yep.
I've worked with the company for 26 years. The result of that disciplinary was a first written warning.
OK.
Now, it's been estimated that the cost of it was in excess of $120,000.
What were you accused of doing?
Oh, various things. I did. Just someone wanted me out of there.
So give me the worst thing you were accused of doing.
The worst thing, money laundering, sir.
And I'm assuming they found that not...
A loan shark, in other words.
I'm assuming they found that not proven because they would have dismissed you for that.
Nothing. All I got was a first written warning.
Yeah.
I then appealed that decision as it was too severe because it was all unsubstantiated claims.
Yep.
Anyway, I got that overturned.
Yep.
So I come out after 11 and a half months with nothing. With nothing at all. Now, what my question and the reason I'm phoning tonight for is someone is answerable to this. And have I got... I was classified as a vulnerable person simply because my age through COVID. I'm 74 years of age. Is there a claim for compensation from somewhere?
Okay, so are you back in work now?
I'm back in work, but very stressed every day.
How long have you been back in work? If you were suspended in January for 11 and a half months, I'm guessing you've been back at work for about 6 months. Yeah. Okay, excuse me.
But I'm getting a bit... I don't even like to say this, but I feel I'm being a bit bullied there now.
Okay. Are you a member of a union, Raymond?
I am, sir.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to tell you what I think the position is, and then I want you to tell me if your union's giving you the same advice.
Yeah.
Which is this. An 11 and a half month suspension is, without a very, very compelling reason, and I can't think there would be one, is unreasonable and would be a constructive dismissal. Just the fact of that length of suspension.
Right.
That gives you the right to resign and claim constructive dismissal, which can give you up to a year's earnings as compensation, but no more than a year's earnings. How much do you earn, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I'm only part-time, sir, because I retired.
How much do you earn, Raymond?
About £15,000.
£15,000. So the maximum compensation you could get for that is £15,000, plus a little bit more equivalent to a redundancy payment, but it won't be a huge amount more on that level of earnings. So that's not an ideal scenario if you would prefer to continue working and earning money. And there's another problem, which is that the law says that in order to claim constructive dismissal, you've got to resign within a reasonable period, which is normally 1 or 2 months. The fact that it's been 6 months since you were reinstated, I'm afraid, means that you'd lose a constructive dismissal claim because the tribunal would say you'd waited in the job for too long before resigning. So that's really bad news. Is that what your union's told you as well?
Roundabout, yeah. What we're going down the road of trying to get the people responsible for this unsubstantiated happening, like the investigation. We want them dismissed, really.
Yeah. Well, what I would consider doing, again with your union's backing, is putting in a grievance.
I've done that, sir.
You've done that. And how's that going?
That has been... They've asked me if I want an informal meeting with management. And I said no. I want a formal meeting.
Good for you.
So yesterday I spoke to the union and he said that the man responsible for it the accusations against me. He's being moved from the office back to his substantive position as a driver with the view that he may have his contract terminated.
Okay,
So
well, that's interesting. Well, Raymond, I'm really sorry because you've chosen not to resign, and I completely get why. It's absolutely no criticism. It's actually the sensible course. But because you've chosen not to resign, it means you don't have a legal claim for compensation here. But it sounds like you're doing the right thing by pursuing an internal grievance, and I do hope it gets the result that you want. I don't think you'll get cash out of it, but if the chap gets dismissed for the way he's treated you, well, maybe it'll give you some closure.